In the heart of the Americas, long before the arrival of Europeans, vast civilizations flourished, crafted with ingenuity and rich cultural tapestries. They created stunning architectural wonders, complex societies, and a wealth of traditions that shaped their lives, interwoven with spirituality and reverence for the divine. Yet, as we gaze back through the lens of history, we often find ourselves puzzled by their sudden disappearance or transformation. These miraculous societies, the pre-Columbian empires, evoke awe and intrigue, but they also harbor secrets, stories that history may fail to reveal. In this journey, we will delve into the rise and fall of these magnificent civilizations, shining a light on the lessons and insights they leave behind. Imagine wandering through the sprawling ruins of Tenochtitlan, the magnificent Aztec capital, where vibrant marketplaces thrived and religious ceremonies erupted with fervor. Picture the sun glinting off the massive stone temples, where priests in lavish attire offered sacrifices to the gods, believing that their very existence depended on divine favor. In this bustling city, people spoke a myriad of languages, worshipped intricate gods, and crafted laws that governed their daily interactions. Yet, it's this very richness of culture that makes their decline all the more heartrending. What we often overlook in textbooks is the spiritual aspect that governed their lives. The Aztecs and other pre-Columbian societies believed that the cosmos was in a delicate balance, a harmony they were obligated to maintain through rituals and sacrifices. It was not simply a matter of tradition. They felt a duty to uphold the natural order, to ensure that the sun rose each day and that crops flourished. Through this lens, we see the rise of these empires as not just a conquest of land or wealth, but as a testament to their faith and community. Shouldn't their ethereal connection to the divine make their fall all the more confusing? As we venture deeper into the twist of fate that turned these thriving civilizations from the apex of their power to shadows of their former selves, it beckons us to question, is there more guiding their downfall than mere historical accidents? Many modern writers have touched on the external forces, disease, war, and the arrival of Europeans, but what if we examine the internal dynamics instead? What if the very essence of their beliefs, their power structures, and even their ecological practices contributed to their undoing? Imagine standing in front of a grand structure, like the sprawling Pyramid of the Sun in Teotihuacan, one of the most impressive cities of the ancient world. Through trade routes stretching far and wide, Teotihuacan flourished, influencing cultures well beyond its borders. However, its population soared, leading to resource strain and internal conflict. What were the leaders doing in those critical years? Were they ignoring the warning signs of environmental degradation? Such unheeded prophecies echo the biblical warnings of a people turning away from righteousness and into chaos. The incessant pursuit of power and expansion could have blinded leaders to God's signs, leading to devastating consequences. And here lies the compelling narrative turned cautionary tale. Each pre-Columbian empire harbored prophecies and beliefs about the ends of times, cycles of creation and destruction that echoed biblical themes. Just as ancient Israel faced challenges and destruction for turning away from God, if we listen closely, we could discern echoes of similar themes in the story of civilizations like the Maya, whose own predictions spoke of cycles and rebirth. However, when their understanding of the cosmos faltered, so too did their societal structure, leading to a collapse that left their once flourishing cities cloaked in silence. But wait, there is more to this story of rise and fall. The intricate weaving of life in these societies extended beyond mere survival. It was vibrant, artistic, spiritual. The artistic expressions left behind, a canvas of vibrantly colored murals, detailed ceramics, and majestic sculptures, tell of a people deeply connected to their beliefs. Each artifact invites us to peer into their souls. It promises us engagement with their thoughts, their hopes, and most importantly, their faith. As a Christian, it's fascinating to see how these cultures, eager to appease deities, mirrored the pursuit of holiness and the longing for divine connection found in all of mankind. The rise of the Inca Empire provides another tantalizing chapter in our exploration. Stretching across the rugged Andes Mountains, the Incan civilization constructed a remarkable empire linked by intricate roads and sophisticated administrative systems. They worshipped Inti, the sun god, and believed themselves to be children of the sun, a belief imbued with the spirit of unity and community. Their societal structures emphasized reciprocity and collective effort, much like the church community that Christians are called to foster. Isn't it captivating how similar themes can emerge across cultures separated by vast distances? Yet, akin to other societies, their horizons expanded too quickly, leading to wars that exhausted resources and alliances. In their quest for territorial expansion, did they forget the values that tied them together? The rapid conquests and their demanding tribute systems alienated subjugated peoples, similarities echoing the conflicts of kingdoms and territories illustrated throughout biblical history. Each concession made, every alliance strained, could lead to their backfiring as unrest brewed among those subservient to the crushing weight of taxation and demands. Herein lies the question of stewardship and faith, a key point to consider. They built an empire that paid homage to the powerful forces of nature but neglected the responsibility to preserve and protect the land upon which they depended. Nature, designed and created by God, should have been revered, not consumed. The desperation of droughts and famine indicated not just a physical reality but, perhaps, a spiritual one as well. It begs us to examine how faith can inspire stewardship of creation, leading to flourishing or, in neglect, to downfall, something deeply resonant with all narratives of faith throughout history. As we traverse these monumental histories, each chapter feels charged with anticipation, leading us to a prophetic reflection on life itself. Similar narratives unravel when we explore the intricacies of the Mississippian culture in North America, whose grand earthen mounds were architectural marvels, emblematic of resilience and innovation. Their society thrived through agriculture and trade, fostering thriving community hubs like Cahokia. Yet beneath the surface, we find ourselves grappling with similarly unsettling patterns of growth, conflict, and environmental pressures. The Mississippians constructed their society around rivers, which were the veins of their existence. The heart and soul of their cities beat to the rhythm of the water. But as their population surged, land management practices struggled to keep pace. Overexploiting the land carries a familiar warning, too close to home for us today. God's design of stewardship in the garden was overlooked, and in its absence, they faced the consequences: depletion of soil, flooding, and eventual displacement. Can we not see the reflection of our own stewardship struggles in theirs, the need to draw wisdom from those who've walked this land before us? But I invite you to hold your breath, for we are on the brink of revelations that will leave an indelible mark on our understanding of these civilizations. As we draw toward the enigma of their decline, we must address the voices of the past, the ones who lived through it all, the ones who witnessed the glory that was in the tragedy that followed. It is here we uncover a treasure trove of wisdom buried beneath the rubble of forgotten cities. Societies often become idols of their own making, worshiping the power they wield, the wealth they amass, and the blood they shed for expansion. Each fallen empire, from the Aztecs to the Incas, echoes the allure of earthly power over divine guidance. They thrived at an altitude of ambition, only to plummet when they veered from the rightful reverence due to something greater than themselves. Luke 12 verse 48 reminds us, "To whom much is given, much is required." Were these empires not given much? Great artistry, wisdom, abundance, yet they lost sight of their purpose amid their quest for supremacy. The fall of these empires serves as an urgent reminder, in our pursuit of greatness, if we disregard humility, stewardship, and our relationship with God, we risk similar fates. History stands as a poignant witness to the fragility of power built on the shifting sands of ambition without a firm foundation in righteousness. As a viewer, you may ponder, what does this mean for us today? Are we not entangled in the same web of choices, driven by ambition while neglecting the divine context of our lives? As we weave through this exploration of our predecessors, we can return to our spiritual roots, unearthing hope in the promise of redemption where once there was despair. The deeply woven narratives of these ancient societies offer lessons not just for historians, but for all who are on this journey of life. We can infuse their legacies of grandeur and hardship with our commitment to faith, leading us toward mindful stewardship, guardians of history, creators of future legacies. It's vital to remember that these empires, dangerous as they may appear within history's ugly tapestry, were filled with individuals like you and me. They loved, laughed, created, and aspired for greatness. Their stories resonate with our aspirations and pitfalls, whispering to us through the ruins of their mighty structures, urging us to listen, learn, and reflect. As we piece together these fragments, we find the heart of humanity, complex, flawed, beautiful, and longing always for connection, meaning, and hope in God. So, as we conclude this journey through the rise and fall of pre-Columbian empires, let us carry forward their legacies not merely as relics of the past, but as beacons leading us to a future anchored in respect for heritage, commitment to stewardship, and, above all, a steadfast faith in the Creator who weaves history's tapestries with His purpose and grace. From their fall, let us rise with a resolve to build futures that honor not just our material aspirations, but our enduring call to faith, humility, and a profound respect for the divine created order. The choice has always been ours. The promise of history beckons us to respond. Will we?